Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Usagi Yojimbo, WhereWhen, issue number 2 from IDW. So yeah, in the last issue, we had Yojimbo and some of his men going out to try to stop this kappa that was terrorizing these villagers. And Yojimbo and his love interest Tomei were able to kill the kappa. Meanwhile, the turtles, who were in the present day, we're going after Dr. WhereWhen, who's like this robotic guy who has time travel powers. And Dr. WhereWhen travels back into the past, and the turtles go after him. And the turtles end up coming across Yojimbo's crew, who immediately think that the turtles are kappa. And so they go and they start attacking the Ninja Turtles when he realizes that one of the rabbits looks a lot like Usagi. And eventually, Usagi actually shows up with Tomei. He's glad to see his turtle buddies. We do get this brief moment where Usagi is like introducing his squad mates to the turtles. He's like, this is Tomei, this is my cousin Yukichi, and this is Jotaro, my nephew. And Leonardo's like, oh, you look so much like Usagi. Like I would assume that you were his son. And I don't know too much about Usagi, but I do know that Jotaro is actually Usagi's son. I forgot what the name of the mom is, but from what little I've read, Usagi's childhood friends, like he fell in love with her and stuff. They ended up getting together. She got pregnant with his son, but she eventually married some other guy. And now, so he doesn't like mess with the family, dynamics. They pretend that Usagi's son is actually Usagi's nephew. And Usagi's son, Jotaro, does not know that Usagi is actually his dad and not his uncle. So I was like, okay, I wonder if that's going to go anywhere. Or if that was just like a little gag just kind of thrown in there. But Leonardo just basically gets Usagi all cut up. And he's like, all right, well, I can take you back to where my lord is, and we can see about trying to help you out. And here's where we had this like funny moment. I was just like laughing to myself as I was reading it. As they're walking back to the camp, we see Dr. WhereWhen. And Dr. WhereWhen is in this giant samurai mech. And when I say giant, I mean giant. He is taller than the trees that are around. And he's watching the turtles and spying on them. And I'm like, he's spying on these guys in the giant mech, and nobody hears them. These are animals, right? They're anthropomorphic animals. You would think that like their hearing would be pretty good, at least better than normal humans. Like even if they were humans, they should be able to see this giant mech, standing above the trees. But even if they can't see him, they should be able to hear him when he's walking away. But nope, nobody recognizes the giant skyscraper-sized mech spying on them. I just thought that was hilarious. But yeah, we basically find out that Dr. WhereWhen, when he went back in time, he didn't go back in time at the same time period that the Turtles did. He actually went back in time 10 years earlier than the Turtles appeared. So because of that, Dr. WhereWhen has been able to kind of gather up forces and build his own army. And yeah, basically the army that Usagi's general is actually going to be fighting. I don't know if it's actually Dr. WhereWhen's army or if they're allied with Dr. WhereWhen's army. But basically, Usagi's Lord and the Turtles kind of have the same enemy. And we also get mold ninjas, which I was like, all right, that's pretty cool. And yeah, Dr. WhereWhen basically has an army of samurais, which are just a bunch of robotic samurais. And yeah, I mean that's kind of it. There's like more, but I don't really want to like spoil everything. I will say this is just like a fun little series. I enjoy it. For someone who's like not all that familiar with Usagi, I'm not that lost. Like I said, there are some references that I probably wouldn't have gotten. Like I probably wouldn't have gotten the awkwardness of Leo saying that Jotaro looks more like Usagi's son than he does his nephew, if I didn't know about that beforehand. But other than that, like other than like little references, I don't think there's anything to like really get lost on. It's a pretty straightforward story. Artwork, it's not really my cup of tea, but It's an interesting style. I don't hate it. I know it's basically the Usagi style. If you like Usagi's artwork, like that kind of style, then that's what you're gonna get. It's because it's by the same creator of Usagi. Obviously, he's just putting the turtles into his own creation. But I guess I don't love it, but I don't hate it. It's fine. And the stories, like I said, it's just like a good. I don't want to say Saturday. Well, I guess I would say maybe modern Saturday morning cartoon story, because you do get like stuff about like kappas are like killing villagers, and then Usagi and Tome go and they slice off its head and dismember it, and they give the hands back to the villagers as proof that like, hey, we killed the kappa. Here's the proof. Here's this dismembered body part. So you get stuff like that, but it's not like overly violent. Like even like the decapitation scene in the previous episode, in the previous issue, it wasn't like overly graphic or anything like that. So, but I don't want to say it's like it's not. It's like a PG-13 series in a sense. But yeah, it's a good, fun, entertaining read. I have no qualms with it so far. I just thought again, like the only thing that kind of bothered me was just the fact that Dr. WhereWhen was in a giant samurai mech and no one recognized him. Like no one could see this this huge giant skyscraper size mech watching them. But there you go. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Usagi Yojimbo, WhereWhen, issue number 2. Hope you enjoyed. Hope to see you next time. Take care. Later. So what'd you guys think of that video? Hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys haven't already, please subscribe, hit that bell for a notification, leave a like if you enjoyed the video. And if you didn't enjoy the video, thank you for watching it this far, and I hope the next video is more to your liking. Feel free to check out the playlist that you guys see, and I hope to see you guys next time. Later.